One word, empathy. I don't know, I can't think of anything.
She may contain the urge to run away, but hold her down with...
Understanding that there's a huge difference between sympathy and empathy.
Yeah.
You become empathetic through experience, and I think through being outside your own comfort zone. If I didn't have a lot of empathy for the fact that it's complicated, and I never judge students by surface things, and I never assume that life is great for everyone.
I try not to worry too much about what the rest of the world is thinking. I'm always aware, but I can't control their opinions, so all I got to do is focus on what I'm trying to get done.
As far as a police officer, we are approachable, and sometimes people get a little nervous around us just because we wear the uniform, and then they have preconceived ideas about what we do. We are always approachable, and we love to talk to people. Hesitate to come.
Patience, manners. Most of the way that I got here was by trying to be compassionate toward people, so trying to be empathetic about it. Mostly by going wherever it seemed like I needed to go with life.
I have always thought the joy of trying new things is more exciting and outweighs the risk of failing.
Sweet.
So I've always thought it was fun to try to invent things that brought people together for fun interactions and great hospitality. And
I just got lucky, honestly.
What advice can you give people, tell people about what you've learned from your experiences?
Don't let negative energy in.
How did you guys get to where you are today?
Lots of hard work. Yeah, for me, as far as the job I do to serve the public, I got there after a long path of volunteering and working with different community organizations.
What do you think people can learn from you guys?
To learn about taking care of each other, looking out for each other when they're in trouble.
How did you get to where you are today?
I'm 51, so a lot of years, man. The experience, trials and errors, making a lot of mistakes, and hopefully learn from it.
Yeah. What do you think is the most important thing people can learn from you and your experience?
One of the most important things I think is being an African American male in our society that has a certain perception about, especially teenage African Americans. So I hope that I can be an example for young men, but for all people, that what that experience is like, and in some cases very, very unique. When I think about some of the things I've experienced, and I don't like to go down the path of racism, but experience things that I've had to stop and, wow, I think that happened because of the color of my skin, not because of who I am.
Yeah.
And so, recognizing that, but not being bitter about it, and being able to learn from it and be a better person because of it.
Have you ever judged someone before you knew them, or judged something?
Yes, of course.
So
I was in this music school, and this girl was really, really annoying. She was so obnoxious, and I was like, who's this girl, and who does she think she is? Because she was just one of those really loud girls that were really annoying. And I was judging her because I was just annoying. But anyway, we got to talking, and she started to share her story with me and what she's been through in life, and how that's been full of sexual abuse and a lot of heavy, dark things. And in one moment, I realized that who am I to judge her? She's been through so much, and that's how she's dealing with it. And yeah, there's nothing in me that has the power to judge her, because you never know where someone comes from, or what they've been through. Or do you consider yourself to be an empathetic person?
Not really.
Not really. And do you think that if you were a more empathetic person, you would be a better person? Or
Could be.
So, could you tell us about a time that you've judged someone or something?
Yeah, I guess just walking up here, seeing like a homeless lady, just like screaming, sounded like she's mad at me. Kind of, I judged her for being crazy, which is, might be a fair assessment, but who knows what her issues are, where she comes from.
Caring.
Oh, one word. Understanding.
Empathy is already a pretty good single word for empathy, but I would go with compassion as a pretty good synonym.
Caring, compassion.
Perspective.
Well, I would say it more than one word. So it's the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes.
Compassion.
Feeling.
It just starts from love, I think. Yeah, I would say
I love you so, I love you so.